the trophy, we realize, we need a bit more space over here, so we will put it over here for the display, as we are now tackling the final 5 Grand Prix and the 2 sprint races as the Formula 1, world champion. So over here, we obviously moved a little bit to the south from Austin to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, and yes, oh yes, we are here on the incredible 16 pole position of our very, very illustrious, Ferrari career. This record-breaking season, is absolutely amazing, and we will show you exactly, just how we exploded, in that final qualifying 3 over here for a really amazing time of 1 minute 14.1, which would completely obliterate, the real Formula 1 drivers. We went just so much quicker with this beautiful SF1000T Inline 8 Formula 1 Racing Simulator, and I'm just, really showed, the champion speed, and really looking forward, obviously, here to the race. So we will show it to you. Of course, you will see it, right from the cockpit of this Scuderia Red Retina iMac, which I'm sure you guys will enjoy it in that ultra high 4K resolution. And as I'm still on course to get the amazing 20 pole positions, this obviously would be my 16th of the season, counting the 3 sprints. That's now an amazing rating of 19 over 24, and we will also be chasing that 16th victory, of the season, which obviously this is very important because we can break some Formula 1 records, but we will be doing a bit of an experimenting over here because hey, this beautiful trophy is all ours over here. So what exactly does it mean? With experimenting, you always have to choose the tire allocation, right? So here I decided that because we always use the balanced tire allocation, to see what happens when we use the hard and the soft tire allocation. So here for Mexico, we will go with the hard. Then, for Brazil, for the sprint weekend, we will go with the soft, which will allow us to use the hard for the Qatar sprint, which I think will be a good choice given the abrasive nature of the track. And it will be soft for the Las Vegas, and then obviously balanced for the Abu Dhabi, where we've always won, right? So over here, we really definitely wanted to plant it on a pole position because we've always won in Mexico until last year, when obviously we had the mechanical issues, which was really upsetting. But it means that we will be aiming for our lucky 3 victories. So you guys know what that means. But we've only been on pole position once, right? So we really wanted to show that this is the track that we can do really, really well, and I executed it perfectly, right? So with the different tire allocation, it meant that I had to set my fastest time in free practice 1 on the medium tires, so I did about 1:16.1. And then for free practice 2, I used the soft tires for the fastest lap of 1:15.3, and free practice 3, I did a really strong lap of 1:14.6. I knew at the time, that I was obviously gonna be safe. Then, we perfected all of the practice programs. I think only one objective we struggled with a little bit, but this is very important because we gotta be developing the car. So obviously we are a little bit, the wear of some of the components is quite high, so we decided to take the Mexico over here, the track that should offer plenty of overtaking opportunities, as the track where we want to take the second, which should come after the Chinese Grand Prix, the penalty for obviously changing all the components, right? So we basically, there are 7 components, so for the 5 of them we will be on the 6th component, and some critically, like the energy store, for example, the ES, which is almost 60% gone, all 3 of them pretty much, so we will then have the 4th freshest one, which should make us dominate in the final 5 races, right? Exactly. So over here, as you can see, we're doing lots of again changes, and obviously with a brand new power unit over here, brand new engine components. We went into the qualifying one, topped it with 1:14.9, which would still be enough by a whisker for a pole position. Did the same in qualifying 2, but obviously I felt like there should have been much more time right on the table. And already in qualifying 3, we went out early. We had the pace, and this Sunday we did 1:14.5, so quicker than in free practice 3, and now you will see how I just exploded for 1:14.1, and there was still, I believe, 10th or 2 to be found, which would be quite amazing to do it in 1 minute 13s, less than 74 seconds, around Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. When it started, we were doing it always in 1 minute 20s, 80 seconds. It's absolutely amazing. But hey, that's fun. I am the 4th-time Scuderia Ferrari Formula 1 World Champion. All right, so everybody over here, you will see Obviously you can see just how much battery and everything I'm using. So over here, let me just show it to you now, and let's go for the pole position lap with Jan, the Svalik's champion. All right, so over here, so I just turned it around very nicely. So you can see, the exit over here is absolutely important. You want to be, on the power again, as quickly as possible to make sure, of course, that you can reach, the ultimate top speed, right? So over here, everybody, let's take a look. Let's enjoy over here these magnificent views. Yes, and especially this view that you can see over here. Yes, so this is obviously me winning that Formula One World Championship. Wow, it's so beautiful, right? So yeah, I figured out, thankfully, I came up with it, figured out, yes, this is the perfect space for it. And over here, everybody, we will now go, right behind the wheel over here, okay? So you can see over here how everything looks like, right? Yeah, I've gotten a really, really good exit, and that will be absolutely crucial over here because we are aiming for the pole position. So are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Jan! So we are already, half a turn up, thanks to that amazing exit over here. And, we brake really late, and great turning. The car handles ever so well over the curbs. Fourth gear, this was absolutely the key. High gears through the slow speed corners in Mexico. We are purple! Bit of a look up, but immediately I lifted off the brakes, and you can see just how good I am. Fifth, third gear, wow, look at it. Go around these turns like a champion. And this is good, we really attacked it, and full throttle here. Full throttle, Jan, come on! Svalik's a champion! And look at this, we are purple again, and here we left a 10 on the table. Obviously, we didn't want to run too wide for all the obvious reasons. And here, yeah, we lost a bit of a time, but look at this. 6 tenths up, we are 113. Can we make it? Let's go, Svalik's a champion! Wow, 114.127, and I immediately knew, yes, this was good enough for the pole position. And yes, here is then, how it finished. And, what a pity, obviously. Maybe we could have, gone for, even a quicker lap time, because we still had over 5 minutes left, as we are obviously the world champions. But yeah, this is the first race for car number 7 for the final 7 racing sessions over here that I will contest as the Formula One world champion for the current season. So you can see over here, I topped it from second place Max Verstappen Red Bull, who in real life wanna achieve exactly the same feat, but he was in 1 minute 15. My teammate Charles Leclerc over a second behind, which is a lot of time over here at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in 1:15.4. Fourth, Oscar Piastri McLaren. Fifth, Sergio Perez Red Bull, almost identical time with Piastri. Sixth is then Lando Norris McLaren. 7, George Russell Mercedes AMG Petronas. So they were very, very close to each other. Our future Ferrari teammate 8, Lewis Hamilton at 1 minute 15.6. 9, Fernando Alonso leading the Aston Martins with 1 minute 15.7. 10, Lance Stroll, who I can beat for this great challenge in the F124 career, which is of course that rival challenge. So over here, you can see it was an amazing lap time over here. And absolutely, what the doctor ordered over here, as now pretty much ever since the Italian GP, I am always on pole position. And, this is, really great improvement, because, the qualifying, to be perfectly honest with you, was maybe the weakest part, right? The strongest part is definitely the race pace. For example, you do know that I did manage to get the fastest lap in, so far, all of the Grand Prix, right? And actually that run, crucially, dates back all the way to the Mexican Grand Prix, from last year, when I didn't get the fastest lap. So over here, if I manage to get the fastest lap, then I will be the fastest lap, the current fastest lap holder at all the circuits. Isn't that amazing? But over here, everybody, let's celebrate now with this obviously, amazing Formula 1 Drivers Trophy, but with the medal for the pole position, for the pole sitter. Let's go, yeah, Smiling Side champion, 16 poles, wow! Let's put it in. Yeah. It feels so great, Yeah, so basically 5 successive pole position, right? If you of course, count the sprints as well, 4 Grand Prix pole position, yeah, we can challenge the almighty Ayrton Senna, if we keep up, this amazing result. Then, yeah. Yeah, I absolutely love this Paris 2024 Olympic medal, as we are absolutely dominating the 2024 championship. So everybody, I hope you like this the drivers world champion setup that we have over here. It is absolutely magnificent, isn't it? And you guys, definitely stay tuned for the race. We should be due to start obviously from the back of the field. If we do start from the back of the field, I think we have the ultimate pace to destroy the opposition. It would be one of the most memorable victories, even though in China we didn't get that grid penalty, so we will see how that F1 24 simulation will work out, but I definitely cannot wait for it. I think it's gonna be an amazing race. I hope you all, will enjoy it over here. The weather should be, nice and beautiful with the blue skies. So over here, all I can say is, let's enjoy, this festive Mexican spirit as we going more and more to the lands of the carnivals over here. This was Jan, the Smiling Sun champion, notching up the 16th pole position of this record-breaking 2024 Formula 1 season. And in around 24 hours, we will be going for our 16th victory of the season.